and welcome to another episode of Motors for the Masses, and you join us here at Donington Race Circuit. And not only are we here for the Simply Mustangs UK The Gathering, the first gathering of many Mustangs, more than 230 in one place, but also for the historic racing. As you can see behind me, we've got the Mustang Club, we've got the Nissan Classic Club, mostly 240s, 260s, you've got the TDRs, you've got the Porsches, you've also got more Porsches, Triumphs, Lancias, MGs, classic BMWs, as well as all the racing that's going on. So let's go and have a look at some of that now.
You're out and about this bit much longer than that.
No. Now this is where the money is. You've got some serious cars in here. Austin Healey's, Jaguars, more Austin Healey's, Ford Falcon, Cortinas, well maybe not Cortinas, but you know what I mean. There's plenty of money been spent on all these cars, but above all, not only are they raced, but they're also extremely well loved. And that's what makes it unique, should we say.
What did I say? With the couch. Arm in arm we are. Oh my god, I did die!
So we've got some very historic, lovely looking cars going around the track. Some Jags, Austin Healey's, lovely old cars. Seems a shame to race them really, but they hold the road really well. As you can see them go around the corners, look at that, look. Lovely picture of beauty as it flies up the hill. Lovely. Listen to that sound. Can't beat a nice straight six. Well, you can. V8, but you know what I mean. Oh, that one sounds like it's having trouble. A lot of these cars obviously are worth an absolute fortune. And you wouldn't think they'd be brave enough to race them around a track, but they do. what you can also see amongst all this lot here is not only Cortinas, but also a Lancia Delta Integrale, and you do not see many of them on the road at all these days. That one is beautiful. Look at that, look at the interior on it. Absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning car. I've always wanted a Lancia Delta Integrale. It's one of my dream cars. Okay, it's not Mustang-esque, but it's pretty high up there on the want scale. So here, of course, we have a Capri as well. Now, in 1991, the Ford Capri was my first car when I was 17 years old. And here we have one here, racing. Fantastic. Over the racing here, but we've got lots of cars here to include the E-Type Jag, Lotus Elise, Lotus Esprit, more Lotus Elise, and a Lotus Elan, an original Lotus Elan here. We've got Lotus Eclat, more Esprits, Jaguars, MG Midgets, everything you could possibly imagine. And they're just absolutely beautiful. It just goes to show that what you can do in a shed with a bit of money and a bit of polish. Lotuses and Jaguars all racing around the track right now. We've got this fantastic Lotus Elan Plus 2. Now this one was quite a rare beast because not only did it have the driver and the passenger, but it's got 2 seats in the back as well. So of course we've also got the Porsches. Now not only do you have the RS Porsches of modern day, as well as the 944s and the 924s, and of course the all famous 911. You've also got this fantastic example of a Porsche Carrera. Now this is a 1957 Porsche Carrera, also known as a Speedster, and this is the type of car that was owned by James Dean and Steve McQueen. Now this to me is what a Porsche is. Not the 911s of today, you can keep them, this does it for me. So we've also got Renaults. Now you've got things like this, the Renault 5 GT Turbo, and these were quite rare now. They weren't in their day, but they are now. Then you've got some other Renaults, but also at the end here this fantastic looking Renault. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I haven't got a clue, but this is proper vintage Frenchness. Love it, absolutely love it. You've even got Alphas here. Now everybody knows the Alpha Quadrophobia, which is the new modern Alpha that's out today. But here we've got the original Giulia. Now this, to me, is what an Alpha is all about. I love these. The nice square little bubble shape of these Alphas. Very pretty, but also very mean looking at the same time. Lovely car. Now we come to the Sunbeam section. Now there may have been others around here before, but this one is here on its own now. These look very similar to the Sunbeam Alpine, which of course had the 1600 and then a 1725 engine, whereas this one is the Sunbeam Tiger, and this one has the V8. So that's a V8 engine in a very small car. And we've got some MGs. No, seriously, these are very nice little MGs. This one is an Austin Healey Sprite, which is basically the same as an MG. And this one is the Austin Midget, I believe. Austin Healey Midget, which is also like the MG Midget. Austin Healey Sprite, like the MG Midget. You'll have to excuse me, I'm a bit thicker when it comes to MG stroke Austin midgets. I'm not really a big fan of these. I've never really been into them myself, but this one has been very lovingly restored. You can see the engine is absolutely mint in there. Very well done indeed. Now as we come over to this one, you'll see this is an MG, and it doesn't really look much different to the Sprite. Do you see why I got confused? It says MG there, look. 1972. I know that much. 2 seats, and it's blue. McLaren here. Now this is a McLaren 650S Spider, and this is absolutely gorgeous. Wouldn't mind this one at all. A bit dusty there. Now what we have here is something that I've always wanted to get. Now this is a Fiat 131 Mia Fora Fiorna or something like that, in a perfect orange colour. Absolutely stunning example, and I would love one of these. 2-litre twin cam engine. The problem with these is that they're really expensive and extremely rare, and I just can't find them anywhere. Lovely. So here we have the Renault Alpine Club. Now you don't see many of these about at all. Excuse the boy, he's a bit hot. How's your Tango? Is it nice?
Yeah, lovely.
That's really good. All right. As you can see here, we've got quite a few Renault Alpines, probably all of them in the country to be fair. And they weren't very reliable in their day. However, they are a very pretty looking car. Lovely turbo engine and a fantastic coupe look. They're very nice indeed. But at the end of the day, it's a Renault. Hello, cowboy. So, excuse me while I enjoy my ice cream because it is very hot today. Now you find us at the Reliant Scimitar section. Now these had a Ford power plant with a sort of plastic fiberglassy type body. They weren't brilliant in their day, but let's be honest, not many of them were. So, there you go. Sorry, I'm too engrossed in my ice cream, this is lovely. Now, as you can see here, this one has the 3-litre V6 engine crammed in there right up to the bulkhead. Big enough bonnet to basically fit the spare wheel in as well. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Let's hope it doesn't get too hot in there, eh? You've even got the modern stuff here as well. You've got this Ferrari FF, you've got the Ferrari California, you've got the Lamborghini Gallardo Performante, I believe that one is. Then of course your BMW Z4, another Honda S2000 though, you don't see many of them around at all. Porsche Macan, I believe, yeah, okay. And another Porsche, but this one is the GT Carrera, or the Carrera GT. They're very, very rare indeed. And then at the end there, another Lamborghini. Lovely. Well, the best thing about this Murcielago is the number plate. As you can see, 222 miles an hour. I wonder if it does do that. But in particular, this Carrera GT is stunning. Now, you don't see many of these around at all. And that very unique design, absolutely beautiful, beautiful car. Bit of a handful, I understand. don't know how much of that you could hear because obviously the racing is going on at the same time and they don't seem to be stopping. So we're going to end that video here. Thank you very much for joining us. Please come back next time when we'll be back with more cars, more bikes and back on our Project 400. And until then, please remember to ride and drive carefully, but have fun. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.